Hello everyone, my name is Mthuli Buthelezi. I'm from the University of KwaZulu-Natal. Let us look at today's presentation. So the topic is on using computational tools and a corpus lexicography framework in developing an isiZulu LSP dictionary. Okay, so let me start off by breaking down the framework that we are using here in this research. So the framework that we're using is that of a corpus lexicography. So here we have two words. We have corpus and then we have the word lexicography. So a corpus refers to a collection of text, whether written or spoken. And the lexicography refers to the development or the writing, the process of writing dictionaries. And so corpus lexicography refers to using a corpus in order to establish or write or develop dictionaries. So here by using a corpus-based model to develop the herein proposed isiZulu LSP dictionary. So the word LSP basically stands for language for specific purposes. So the dictionary here that we're proposing is for specific terms, so which are linguistic and literature terms of both isiZulu and English. So here we've basically used a corpus, a selected corpus of linguistic and literature terms to extract the words or to extract the head words in which were included in this isiZulu LSP dictionary. Now, another important thing is that this dictionary that is proposed, it's an online dictionary. It's a computational dictionary. And so it's not necessarily a traditional or a hard copy dictionary. Now, the algorithm that was used here, or the online platform for this dictionary was actually initially designed or initially intended for isiXhosa. And then later on, the platform, the algorithm for this dictionary was localized or generalized or applied to isiZulu. So later on, the isiZulu linguistic and literature terms were incorporated into this dictionary. And so in that sense, the platform or the algorithm for this dictionary, in that sense, it is language agnostic or language independent. And therefore, that's very important in the development of algorithms and computational tools, such that the algorithms that are developed should be language agnostic or language independent. Now, another important thing about this research is that it seeks to make a contribution on isiZulu pedagogy. So the dictionary that is proposed in this research could be used in a context where isiZulu is learned and taught, and also in the domain of linguistics. This dictionary is also useful in that domain as well. Another important thing, this research, the significance of this research is that it contributes to the development of human language technologies. Now, other researchers have observed that that there is not much work that has been put in the development of human language technologies for African languages, relatively speaking. And so this work seeks to make a contribution onto the human language technologies for isiZulu and for the other African languages. Because most importantly, this dictionary is a language technological tool. So in that sense, it fits into this realm of the development of human language technologies. Importantly as well, in the field of terminology development, this research complies with the demands of terminology development for African languages. So basically, this is not just a dictionary, but in a way, this dictionary that is proposed here is also a term bank for linguistic and literature terms for both isiZulu and English. And so, in that sense, this research makes a contribution in the terminology development for isiZulu. And the terms that are being developed here are linguistic and literature terms. And then another important aspect of this research is that it contributes to the user-friendliness of dictionaries. So some people have observed that for Bantu languages, and for isiZulu as well, that the dictionaries are not user-friendly. So basically, if somebody, a child, a young student, a young learner, or somebody who's learning isiZulu as an additional language, they might have a hard time finding an entry term for the word inkomo, for instance. So some people, the learners might not know whether to search under I or under N or under K for this word. And so that actually, it's not, so the traditional dictionaries in that sense are not necessarily user-friendly, in that sometimes it's hard for young learners and people who are learning the language to identify the stem and sort of distinguish the stem of the word from its prefix. And so, but this work actually makes a contribution into the user-friendliness of isiZulu dictionaries and user-friendliness of Bantu dictionaries, of Bantu languages. And so, because with online dictionaries or with dictionaries that are software programs, it's not very hard to search for the word. You just type in the word as it is. Sometimes you might even just type in the first letter of the word or the second letter, and then the word will pop up, and the words that are spelled similar to the word that you're looking for would also pop up in the dictionary. So in that sense, that actually contributes to the user friendliness of the dictionary. So future dictionaries in African languages should be in a form of software programs and should be online because that actually contributes to the user friendliness of the dictionaries. And so the dictionary is available here on this link. This is the link of the dictionary where you can find the dictionary. And so this is the interactive user interface of the dictionary. So as you can see here, we have isiZulu on isiXhosa. So here, this is an example of language agnosticism in the development of technological tools. So the algorithm behind this software, or behind this dictionary, was intended for isiXhosa, and then it got localized to isiZulu. Hence, we see this term here, isiZulu on isiXhosa.click. And so it's not only isiZulu that can be incorporated into this algorithm, but also other languages as well. Perhaps languages that might be termed as lesser resourced languages can be incorporated into this platform, into the algorithm of this dictionary. So in that sense, the element of language agnosticism or language independence in developing technological tools is very important, so that to allow for the general applicability, general application, or to allow for the localization of the tool that has been developed to other languages. Thank you. Thank you so much for your attention.